Hey love, I am back with another video. My name is Pauline for those of you who don't know me. And for you guys who've been rocking with me for a while, some of you guys refer to me as your virtual loctician. So however you want to view me, I'm either Pauline or your virtual loctician. On this channel, we talk all about locks and other things here and there as well, business and so forth. And for those of you who don't know, just joining, I do locks, I mentor, I have online classes, I coach, I do it all. So if you need anything, I'm here. But today we're going to get straight into this video. We're going to be talking about how to care for your hair when you have gone a long time without a retightening. My client right now, she hasn't gotten a retightening in 6 months. So it's been 6 months since her last retightening. Some of you guys might recognize her. We did a lock talk couple of months ago. No, I'm sorry, not a couple of months ago. A lock talk about a year ago. She had started her own locks. She has a little over 800 locks. She started her own locks with a MICROTWIST, and she came to me to maintain her locks. So we've been maintaining them, but y'all know life be lifing. So she wasn't able to get her hair done. So now we're here getting it done 6 months later from the last retightening. So right now I'm shampooing her hair. We're at the shampoo bowl. You guys, it is very important that you shampoo your hair, get it wet before you start trying to separate your locks. I do not recommend separating locks when it's dry. It is best when it's wet. When you have gone a while without a retightening, you start growing a fro at the base of your locks, right? You literally have a fro lock. So when you start getting a fro underneath your locks, it is impossible to run your fingers through your hair. So I recommend that you do not try to run your fingers through the base of your hair, because your fingernail is just going to get stuck. And then you're gonna risk the chance of popping strands and breaking strands. And then that's how your locks start to thin out when you go a long time without a retightening. Your hair is very delicate, especially the fro underneath, because it's loose hair. That loose hair does not have, it does not have there's no power in numbers. They're just kind of loose, hanging out by themselves. So they're more fragile. But when it's locked and interlaced together, it's stronger together, right? So you want to refrain from running your fingers through your hair, doing all that stuff with the fro part, because those strands are pretty much, they're too fragile to be messed with like that. So we're just shampooing her hair. And as I'm shampooing her hair, this is like the second wash, because the first wash, as you can see, it barely suds. Because another thing you want to be mindful of, when you go a long time without retightening, even if you shampoo your hair, well, it depends on how often you're shampooing your hair. Some people aren't shampooing their hair enough. So because of that, all the dead skin cells and everything is getting trapped in that fro that's trying to mat up. You want to still make sure you're separating your locks every time you shampoo your hair, especially when you have gone a while without a retightening. Shampoo it, because that fro will start matting at the, did I say shampoo? I mean separate, because that fro will start matting at the root. So you want to keep that fro separated so it's not matting together. And once it does start matting together, all the dead skin cells and everything starts getting trapped in that the base of the lock. And if the locks are sticking together, the debris, residue, and everything is getting trapped in the lock. So you want to make sure as you're shampooing, you're separating, you're really getting it clean. You're squeezing the locks to get any residue or buildup out of the locks, okay? Okay, so this is the second shampoo, and even with every shampoo, I'm still separating, because the hair is just sticking together, y'all. It is together. So I have to go through and separate as much as I can at the shampoo bowl, and also continue to shampoo while it's wet when she's in the chair. This is the third shampoo that we're doing. As you can see, it's sudsing more, so that's a good thing because it's getting cleaner and cleaner. So that's what we want. So I shampoo until the thing suds and it gets clean, okay? Because I need to work on clean hair, and I need your hair to be clean. I need everything out of, you know, any type of buildup, debris out of the hair, because we don't want to get entrapped in the locks. Excessive buildup in your locks over time causes your locks to weaken, causes weak points in your locks. So you want to make sure you're getting that hair clean, okay? Get it clean, get it clean. All right, so we're doing the last shampoo, and then we're gonna be doing some more separation at the shampoo in the chair. So as you can see, although she has gone 6 months without a retightening, she still has a head full of hair. She has not lost any locks. You can see she has full density, high density hair. Her strands of hair is pretty much medium to coarse. So she has a good grade of hair, right? As far as the density and the thickness. That is not the case for everybody. So if you have fine, low density hair and you're trying to go 6 months without a retie on purpose, or go a long time period on purpose, like you may not have any locks. Your locks will thin out, and then they got to be combined, and then before you know it, you started off with 400, but now you got 250 locks on your head. So you have to really pay attention to your hair. Know what your hair is like. Know what your hair can handle, because everybody's hair is different. So everybody's hair requires different treatment, different processes. Not everything you see people do to their hair on YouTube, you can go ahead and do to your hair, because everybody's hair is different. So please, please, please be mindful. Listen to your loctician about how to maintain your hair, because everybody's hair is different, okay? And because she has thicker locks, she's, you know, fortunately she didn't lose any locks, because her hair is more coarse as far as the thickness, and her density is high. So power in numbers, I'm always talking about power in numbers. She has more strands within a lock. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, density and thickness, I have other videos out there that's talking about density and thickness. Go watch those. It explains it more in detail, okay? But she did not lose any locks because of the type of hair she has. That's gonna be different if you have fine, low density hair and you're going 6 months without a retie. All right, y'all, we are at the chair. We are doing some more separating of the locks, detangling pretty much. We're just going through, while her hair is still wet, we want to go through and separate everything before we even start retightening, because once it dries, you have to wet it again to go and separate, just to kind of help so you don't damage the hair as much while you're separating. So we're just going through separating her entire head, all of the locks before we get started. And once again, you want to do this while it's still wet and damp, okay? Do not do this dry, because then the hair breaks, you know, easily when it's dry. Now, if you're doing this for someone, make sure you're constantly checking on them, okay? Making sure that you're not hurting them, because this could be a lot, you know, especially if someone is tender-headed. This could be a lot. So be gentle with the hair. Be gentle with the client. Constantly check, hey, how does this feel? You know, are you okay? So just be very gentle. But at the same time, she has a lot of hair. We got to get the work done, because, baby, we were on her head for a minute, okay? From shampooing to detangling to retightening. With the two of us, I got my sister to tag team with me, because when she contacted me for a retie and I looked on my schedule and saw, oh, she hadn't been here since December. I was like, oh, Lord. And I already knew she had over 800 locks. And I had limited time on my schedule, so I had to get help. So this is the hair. A portion of it done. As you can see, y'all see all them itty bitty locks, And y'all, if y'all want to learn more about her journey and how she did this, go watch her her Loc Talk video where we talked about her installing these micro twists. So the back of her hair is already locking. The front, you can still see some of that twist pattern because it's a looser curl pattern, but her hair is definitely locking. It is locking beautifully. Yeah, so lots of hair, lots of hair, lots of hair. That's all I can say. And I'm so thankful we got help because we started at 4 p.m. and got done at 9:30 p.m. So from shampooing to detangling to retightening with the 4 of us on there, we started at 4 p.m. a little bit after 4 p.m. and got done at 9:30. So it was work, y'all. It was work. And I started working 7 a.m. that day. So it was a long day for me. Okay. So we are finally done. Baby girl hair is done. She was so happy. She was like, oh my God, I can see and feel my scalp again. So she was definitely excited. I was excited because, baby, y'all know I love a good transformation to see that, oh, you came in with a fro and now you have, we can see a scalp. So it was a beautiful transformation. And one thing, y'all, about when you, when you have a fro and then you do that retie, you gain an extra inch or 2, okay? Because her hair, the length is already lengthened, okay? Her hair is doing wonderful. So I'm just spraying her hair with the rose water. So I carry those if you want to get rose water for your hair. I also have rose oil that I'll be dropping as well. Coming soon, rose oil coming soon. But if you are newly locked and you want to get my starter lock guide, go ahead, click the link in the, it is posted in the description. So go ahead and snag you one. It's downloadable, so get you one. But look at that grid, y'all. We restored that grid and I was so happy. She just kept talking about, oh, please make sure you save my grid. Make sure you save my grid. I'm like, yeah, we're going to find this grid. We're going to make it happen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and see y'all next time. Bye.